Water. Drink lots of water. I wanted to come up here in a different energy because it is also part of my energy, part of us being truth, light, love, and it's not just about bringing joy. We're here to feel all the emotions. I actually had a bit of a download a few days ago or something that if there's all these planets, each with different denses of reality, different emotions, and let's say Earth is like the one that feels all of those within one same space, right? There's much to learn from us who are encompassing all of these emotions. But I mean, it's a good idea, and I want to go into that another moment. What I wanted to just say now is to give yourself permission to be you in whatever that is, as long as it comes from a place of love. This morning I woke up again terrified for the future because I'm in a state of limbo, like many of us are, right? And I wanted to tell you about this experience throughout this awakening. I was in the pool one night, and I had the hose to, try to get the raccoons away, feeling that they were somehow like disrespecting my space when they're just trying to get the food that I've left out for the cats. And I thought that maybe if I hose them down, it'll like make them think twice, right? And I just felt so much like disrespected by what is just nature from inside the pool. And they weren't listening. I mean, it wasn't many of them. It was just like one or two. But like I would splash them and they would like try to find another corner. They're hungry. There's food there. They're used to coming and eating when I'm asleep. And all of a sudden this amazing, powerful presence came over me, which I'm still praying it'll happen again someday, because it was almost as if it was like some Egyptian god, Gaia power, but at the same time in the same space of this strength, goosebumps, of this strength was all over me that completely took away any anger or anything like that, because at the same time, it happened when I had my water hose gun pointed and I was about to like put water again. It came over me. It was such a presence that I just automatically just stayed quiet, and I felt at the same time of this awesome power that was extremely impressive that I've never felt before in my body. I felt the most amazing and beautiful compassion simultaneously. At the same time, I stopped, obviously. I didn't spray anymore. I understood in there the message of having compassion for the nature and understanding this power that I was embodying at that moment. It felt so foreign to me that it was like, okay, this is, maybe the spirit of Gaia coming over me, maybe the spirit of the raccoons. I don't know what it was. I can't put a name on it, but it was extremely powerful. This morning I woke up with fear about the future, about, how my life is going to change soon, and I still don't have like the answers. I still have to release control and allow myself to be guided by the universe. And I understand that I have to keep myself in a happy mood, but is that a mask that I'm putting on? I do have to higher my vibration. I don't have to. I mean, I choose to, because that's when I can easier feel the messages. And so I woke up with a lot of fear. I started crying in bed. I'm like, God, please, please, please let me find, the compassion. Let me stop fearing these people that I love so much. Let me stop giving my power away to this fear. Show me how to find faith. Again, help me to get in a higher vibration. And so I tried the dancing and moving around, and that helped. Little by little, it helped. And then I sat down and watched, I put on a Korean drama, which I love them. Um, to try to at least just give myself a break and be like, okay, I am too much in my head. I'm trying to figure it out. I need something to just give me a bit of a pause. And it was kind of not working really, still up in my head, kind of like this message, the energy is coming across a little bit right now. And then I went I went to the gas station a moment to get something. And I heard this reader and this message that I had been listening to earlier, and I had even stopped it earlier because I was like, okay, let me go watch the K-drama. This is just too much in my head. I'm trying to figure things out. And so I put it back on to continue, but this time what came out really resonated with me in such a way that it was like I could breathe. I was in the present moment. And I felt the powerful me, not this other being, but me, come out. And it felt comfortable. It felt part of this amazing experience. It felt me choosing me. At the same time, it's something that I would normally hide away from allowing other people to see, because that's where I've gotten a lot of, she thinks she's all that, or I think it's like the part of me, the ego mind, like some sort of mask that I have to hide in order to be able to connect with other people, right? But it's the same one that comes out when I need to stand up for something, for injustice, or when I'm working, I'm really confident with my work. And in this, there's also a love, a peace. And it's easy. It doesn't hurt my back to put my back straight. It isn't so heavy. It just feels natural. And I feel proud and I feel grateful at the same time. So I wanted to take a moment, and I'm nervous. Like, I feel like there's a part of me that's nervous because I'm putting out into this world this more serious, more sovereign, is that the word? I hear the word sovereign a lot, and it doesn't compute in my brain. It's an aspect of myself that since I was a child, I try to hide because people seem to be very judgmental about it. It's an aspect that I get a lot of criticism for. So I wanted to come over here and bring this kind of energy, even, as best as I can, putting it forward, which is vulnerability also. And I wanted to bring it forward to remind you that even though I love my unicorn and rainbows moments, I also love this side of me also. They're both very powerful sides, and they're both me. They're just different aspects of me, different archetypes that I will embody. So embody whoever you need to embody. Embody what feels good. And it's from a place of love. You don't have to hide the strength and the power and the confidence in you to be accepted in this world. It doesn't all have to be unicorns and rainbows to transmit, I love you, you're doing an amazing job. I don't have to only show the one aspect of myself that is peace and love, and I want you to feel good, and I want you to be happy, and I want you to understand that you're exactly where you need to be at every single moment, that you can't be any different. You are you, and there's only one of you, and you're so special, and you're so chosen, you're here. And I could say that many different ways. So I questioned myself. I'm like, this is a very good embodiment of mine. And it's an embodiment of mine that does bring a lot of peace when people are nervous around me, when people are doubtful around me, when I come up with the greatest ideas and I'm all in workflow, and when I feel completely connected with Source. So it is a true power of my heart that brings peace and calm and serenity when I embody that. And I have been, let me be careful, not be careful with my words, but you know, words are spells. So I've realized that since I was like 14 or younger, I've been very shy of showing that side to other people, except for the little time that I was like life coaching. And it's also the time that I've been happiest, the times that I've also had this amazing connection with spirituality. Right now my voice is shaking a little bit though, because it's hard to explain and it's hard to embody, you know. And I had put a lot of videos out there and then I take them down, even though like really what's come out was pretty genius. But because the energy that I was in, I don't want to multiply that. I don't want to make that bigger. And I want to be responsible for the energy that I'm putting out there into this world, right? But this is a beautiful energy. This is an energy of everything's good and I can help and I'm so grateful and I'm worthy. And there is a strength and a power in that it scares me to show other people. A, because I never want to overpower anybody. I never want to make anybody uncomfortable, right? And B, because the times that I do show the strength, except for the life coaching moments, right? When I show that strength in most situations of work, school, you know, of group situations, not everybody appreciates that. Some people seem to just make it a little more important to try to change my energy. So, you know, I'll try to stuff it down and just show the lighter side of me that shows everybody that, hey, I'm safe. You don't have to be feeling uncomfortable around me. But then I'm not being safe and I'm not being comfortable around me, and I'm the one hiding that light, that truth, that strength, that power that's beautiful. Is it uncomfortable to hear that? Is it uncomfortable for you to think I'm powerful? How many times have you been hiding, shrinking that power and hiding it under, sure, there's other masks of you know, anger or whatever that people put. Sorry, analysis paralysis, kind of like trying to figure that out. I just wanted to come in here and give you permission. Power is a good thing. We're here for a reason. We're in this amazing, beautiful, magical journey for a reason. And that power is in us, that strength, that serenity, that peace, that combination of all of it with some bliss, definitely around that, is not something that we need to hide from others anymore, so that for survival, to make our lives easier around other people, to hide our light, to hide our strength, our knowledge, our wisdom from others in order to make our lives easier in the 3D reality. Now we can be ourselves, allow our freak flag to fly in whatever way that shows, as long as it comes from a place of love when we're sharing. And my sharing here is with the purpose of giving you that permission and giving myself the permission to show this strength, this power aspect also, in the best way I can, because I'm also very nervous, you know, like shaking. And I did my breaths and everything, and I do feel like tingling, and I do feel like there's I guess a universal approval. So it doesn't all have to be giggles, and it could still encompass so much love and faith and bliss. Either way, whichever way you're being, just be. You're perfect, just the way that you are. Love you. God bless you. My computer shut off. Okay, there we go. Seriously, though, just let it. And isn't it easier sometimes? When I'm in a happy unicorns and rainbow mood, I'll let that out. I also have to allow myself to let out when I'm my leader mood. It's all leader, and it's all genuine. And we are who we are, and we are how we are. And there's a lot of honesty and vulnerability in this video. And it'll reach you if it needs to. And if not, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here anyways. I'm grateful for you. We got this. We got this.